working from home is the standard of living to which I have become accustomed. Yeah, although, you know, it is weird to think back to before, to the before times, before the COVID times, and think about like driving, at least for me, like driving all the way up to work every single day, 5 days a week.
I'm kind of excited if it weeds out the fucking Zoomers. You know?
Do you have a lot of Zoomers that you have to deal with?
I don't know what that means. I think it's how old. I don't know.
Do you have any people in their 20s?
I don't know. I think they're something like that. They're probably late 20s. They just complain a lot. Like they said, from now on, we're going to have to stagger our lunches even when we're at home. And I was like, well, why don't we start a new chat window? And this girl was like, not another chat window. And I was like, dang, you're allowed to say that in a meeting? I didn't know we were allowed to say we didn't want to do. I mean, being on chat is how you get to stay home.
Yeah.
So I would love all the chat. Dude, you're farther than me. Or you've got somewhere where I didn't know about.
I'm getting up close to the Citadel. That I think that those bells are. That is the last Guardian, which is the boss that last Judge, which is the boss that I played. I fought once and it killed me, and I haven't been able to get back up there since. So.
I got to the Citadel without the blast. Going to the
yeah,
blast
you can. There's another way up, which I might actually start looking at, but.
But I need to come back here and find this place because there's craft metal.
Yeah, I found the craft metal here.
And there's a thing that stops you from getting a crest if you don't have a ton of craft metal. Oh, you didn't get... Do you have stick on the wall yet?
Yes.
I love stick on the wall.
Makes me think of Batman. Mega Man X.
Yeah. Bruce Batman.
Man, that Batman NES game was so cool, but it was hard. That I could never get very far in it, but I thought it was cool. Was it Chunsoft or Sunsoft Batman or whatever?
Ching Chong Soft.
So I guess there won't be an episode released this week.
Sorry, everyone.
Unless I just take this audio and then say, "Hey, this is the episode." You can listen. Oh, I guess I can mute out the Silk Song sounds.
Yeah. I'm gonna share this to the Tickus Takas. Yes.
Yeah, Chris had to have his the remains of his absorbed twin cut out of his chest.
Well, Chris has men's breast cancer.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you know this, but at God Awful Gospel Hour, we've declared October to be
men's breast cancer awareness month.
You have to put a navy blue ribbon on your car, and
yeah,
the hashtag for guys that also have men's breast cancer is hashtag me also.
Yeah.
I also have it.
We were supposed to record last week, and then he was like, oh, no, then his kid got a concussion.
Yeah.
And then he had to have nodules removed from his breasticles.
And he was like, the Ascension emergency room is the best one. I was like, I'm so happy to not
know which
even be able to
is the best emergency room.
Emergency rooms.
Yeah.
I have not been to any emergency rooms, so I'm glad to not know which one's the better one.
Right.
Thank bejeebers.
I want to go all the way over here to this area that I went to.
That would be how I would believe in the Lord again. If he smote my enemies,
yeah,
so I'd be all in. Instead of smiting me.
Yeah.
Smite my fucking enemies if you want to be real, Tinkerbell.
I know, yeah.
I'm trying to see some motherfuckers get smote.
I would like to see everyone who has ever wronged me become smitten, smoted.
Smarted. Motherfucker about to get smart.
I gotta figure out how to get over here. There's a very, very long area that I didn't go to the end of because I was afraid to die. And then if I died too far out here, it would be ridiculous to like come all the way back and get my little cocoon. So. So we are doing this. Turn down the game audio a little bit. All right.
Well, shit. I hope you don't mind re-talking about some of the stuff we talked about the other day. Because I thought it would be fresh if we had a fresh person here, but I also wanted to talk to you about those things on Monday, or on Thursday. So I couldn't not talk to you about them.
Which things?
Some of the things that we talked about on Thursday. I don't know. I'll get there once I'm done sharing this. Smelly pussy jokes. What's the age limit? Is it appropriate that I'm teaching my son about
your
it?
12-year-old son?
It goes so well with making fun of Asian stuff.
Do we know about stinky vaginas when we're 12?
Because
How much do we know? I mean, how much?
all of
Yeah.
Japan is on the water, and they're all fishermen, and they all complain about, like, we're playing a medieval Japan game, and they're all
Yeah.
like, "You smell." And it's like a fishery and
Yeah.
a cannery, and it's a woman, so it's just ripe for
Yeah.
stankin' ass. You Tokyo vagina.
Well, you're just doing dad things. You're warning him about things that he has to.
Yeah, dude.
He may have to deal with.
You gotta get over it. Puff Daddy got 4 years in jail for being too sexy. Too sexy. If it was a woman, he'd be like, "I'm just a very sexual person."
Yeah, like what's her name? Sabrina Carpenter's pretending to be sexual.
Yeah.
She was on SNL.
I'm very intimate. I'm
I'm-
affectionate. Puff Daddy's just really
do that.
affectionate. He's too
Oh, shit's
sexy
gonna
for the
kill
law.
me.
That's what that right Fred said.
I'm too sexy for the law.
I'm too sexy for your society. So sexy, no society.
Yeah, Sabrina Carpenter was on SNL. Did you see any of that?
I heard she said a fuck.
Yeah, she said "fuck" in a lyrics twice,
She
but
said the fuck word.
she's like-
Cypress
she's-
Hill even edited their shit.
she seems so like artificial, so fake. She looks fake. Her face looks fake.
She smell like a fish.
Okay, I can't get
She had a
past this.
Stinky pussy.
I can't go any further than this. I guess that was
Go
the
somewhere
whole
else
thing.
and grind and buy some shit.
I don't,
Hey,
ha-
it's
I don't really have
Pablo.
anything I need to buy.
It's Chewbacca.
It's like if Chewbacca was the Millennium Falcon.
Do you charge your coin? You must charge the coin. Let's see, we got some TikToky people types in here.
Yeah, so we were supposed to have Chris, or we were supposed to record an episode with Chris, and we didn't. And we were supposed to be recording tonight with Bryant, and he was sick.
For whom the bell tolls is the music they automatically put on the screenshot of Hollow Knight. Did AI just make a cool Silk Song reference because of the bells?
What?
The TikTok puts songs automatically on posts, and I put a picture of Silk Song, and it put Metallica For Whom the Bell Tolls.
Oh yeah, because there's a bell motif in this game, very
Yeah.
much.
It's Halloween, but it's also Christmas time in this game. It's like, oh, I got my kid a packet of Hollow Knight stickers to put all over stuff at school and stuff.
Or, it's on Amazon.
Yeah.
That's cool. If there's Hollow Knight stickers.
One of them has thick thighs. So, of course, the Gooners got a hold of the children's fucking shit. He was going through the stickers and he was like, "Dad, why does this one have thick twerking thighs and booty?" It was like a mushroom lady with big ass. I was like, "Damn it, I can't even buy my kids a pack of stickers without the cosplay Gooners getting involved and like making everything Is there gay Lord of the Rings fan fiction?
they're obvious. I mean, like I remember they were doing photoshops of like the hobbits like being intimate with each other way back in the day.
A wizard is never early nor late. He always comes
Precisely when he means to.
precisely into the little boy's ass, into which he means to come.
There's plenty of. I'm sure. I mean, there's dumb perverts who've destroyed everything.
Yeah, that's the ring. The ring is the little boy's butthole. The one ring. Speak, friend, and enter.
Yeah. Let the ring bearer decide.
It's my precious.
Okay, that's how I do that. Okay, I see now.
There's just so much that's already gay about. So this whole world has floor is lava basically, but it's worms.
Yeah, worms that eat you.
Floor is worms that eat you.
But then you have to jump up and over here, and then you have to go like that. And then when things get crazy, that's when you can really jump over here.
Yeah, I was telling you about getting a Sean John hoodie from Marshalls, like the last time I went to Marshalls.
Yeah.
But I thought it would be funny to mix that with the. You wear a Sean John hoodie, and then people go, "How could you do that?" And you go like, "What? What are you talking about?" They're like, "You don't know what's going on with Puff Diddy?" And you go, "I'm really trying to cut down on my screen time." You just act ignorant of all the Cosby shit and all the everything.
Yeah.
Just
I don't
cutting
think
down on my screen.
it's
I
gotta
actually
be-
don't even have a TV.
It's got to be something a little bit. 'Cause I don't think anybody's going after anybody for wearing Sean John. But if you're saying, dude, why haven't they put the Cosby Show out on Blu-ray or something like that, or dude, I just listened to Bill Cosby himself. Have you ever heard that one? Oh, I'm actually trying to cut down on my screen time. I don't know about that.
You shouldn't wear that because of what's been going on. Actually, I have no idea what's ever even going on at all, ever. Because I don't even have a TV. Dang, there's no Weinstein Company T-shirts.
Like Miramax.
Yeah,
Yeah, Miramax
but
shirt.
there's the logo with the two V's that come together.
Yeah.
It's two women's vaginas that were.
Well, you can make one.
Horribly.
Let's make a Weinstein Company. Back whenever the
Misconducted.
Cosby shit first happened, I wanted to make a shirt that was just like that face, that Jello pudding pop face that Bill Cosby makes. It's just him, just a picture of him. Just
Yeah.
a shirt with a picture of Bill Cosby making the pudding pop face.
Zooba-doob.
And then basically I did the same thing. I wanted to like wear it to like festivals and stuff, like like ACL. And if anybody ever said anything, I'd be like, "Wait, what are you talking about? Bill Cosby? What? No, I don't know. I have not heard of this. What are you talking about?
Yeah. Actually, I don't.
Sounds
even,
like fake news to me.
I don't even have a TV or a phone, or I don't read the newspaper. I've been under a rock.
And we also thought of the idea of having a shirt that said "Free Bill Cosby," but it was like years before he was ever arrested or charged with anything. When like Hannibal Buress did that thing, for like nothing really happened to Cosby for like a year, at least a year or two after
Yeah.
the Hannibal Buress thing. So in that year or two, just having a thing that said "Free Bill Cosby," but like there was nothing to free him from because he wasn't arrested or anything.
Yeah, you can have a guy that was living the van life off grid for like 5 years and comes back to society and he's got on a Fat Albert t-shirt and he's listening to No Way Out and he's got a Miramax Criterion collection.
Yeah.
Like, dude, you can't. And he's like, I can actually do whatever I want. I'm off grid. I don't
Yeah.
participate in your foolishness. That's what you're free from. If you live off grid, you're free from having to worry about
Yeah.
which molester you're supposed to hate this month.
You're free from the SA news. I fucking hate it when people just say SA. Just type the words out. Type the fucking words out.
It implies pleasure if you say the word sex, so you can't say that.
Or CSAM, child sexual abuse material. I'm like, okay, you can just type the word child porn. Come on. Damn it, what am I doing?
It's pornorific. Yeah, my car, I realized my car is Latinx. That's why ICE keeps profiling me in traffic.
Right. It's not that your shocks tell everybody you're coming.
No, my other car, the
Oh.
shittier even one. The even shittier one.
Oh, yeah, that's why. Yeah,
That's a Hispanic
Like,
ass
what-
looking ass car.
boy, what are you doing driving this car? You're too white to be driving this car.
You don't you have a Ford? Sir, you need to be driving a RAV4. Do you ever do that? Do you ever do your reward points?
Yeah, and they took away the ability to get actual stuff that's worth money from
Yeah, they
that.
did that on PlayStation also.
It's bullshit. Fucking shitification.
Thanks a lot, Biden.
He's bullshit.
Yes. The whole argument about, or the whole Hispanic, speaking of my Hispanic car, the whole argument about immigration and stuff is like, they're like, well, if they get rid of all of us, who's going to mow your lawn? I don't want a lawn.
Yeah, lawns are bad
believe
for
in-
the environment.
I don't believe in lawns. That's
Yeah.
white entitlement. That's dumb white people going, I've got the number one for 4 months in a row running top
Yeah.
garden of the month in my whole street. It's all just, I mean, that's not. Other cultures don't do that as bad as white people do. White people are way worse at keeping up with the Joneses and white picket fences.
Oh
and
no,
hedgerows.
other races definitely do that. They just don't do that with lawns.
How
They do it
come
with
you
like-
have a bigger banana tree.
They do it with like Cadillacs,
Oh yeah,
rims and shit. Like they don't do it with like.
they do it mobile. It's
Yeah.
not about the home. It's about the transportation.
Got it. Finally. Okay, now I can go in here and see this.
Hey
thing.
man, how come you got a bloodier goat than me? Is this that same place?
I don't think it's the same place where the person was before. Oh, maybe this is the other person who can. This is the other person who can make my shit better.
Dude, that'd be rad if your floaty dress could have another extra floof and you could go up every once in a while. That would be too much.
I think
Too
you
much
get
mobility.
a double jump. I'm sure you get a double jump at some point. I
Yeah,
think they
but I
said
want
double
a
jumps
double
act too.
Glide. I want to gain
Yeah.
altitude while gliding with one floof. This game really makes you do builds hard. You have to
Yeah.
think about your builds because you can only have 2 of each thing. But yeah, we got lawns because of Britain. But then what we didn't get from Great Britain is manners. We've lost all of our manners. And it's everybody complains about people not having manners. And I think that might be another white entitlement thing. But if we could do, instead of MAGBA, Make America Great Britain Again.
Yeah.
Then we could just encourage people to. We can bring back Miss Manners. She could have a show
Who's
where
Miss
people call in for advice. It used to be a newspaper article.
like a Dear Abby.
Yes, it was like that, but it was Miss Manners, and they would. She knew all the rules about the forks, where they're supposed to go, and your napkin in your lap.
Oh, it's like a harder attack. Okay, good.
Nice.
Does it use
charge?
shit or does it? I think it uses. Damn it! I think it uses silk. I no, it doesn't. I can just do it. Nice. Can I buy stuff from
What
her?
is it? I need to go to the damn blasted steps. How do you get there?
Let's see. I'll show you.
Where's the entrance? Because I already went to the Citadel and the weird ghost hospital, and the underworks.
You get Shellwood, and then you just go across.
Oh, it's on the bottom.
Like you go.
You're up there. Okay.
So that's where you start, Moss Home. You can go all the way up there, or you can go all the way up through here into Bellhart, or start at Graymore, and then you go through Bellhart and Shellwood, and then you're in the Blasted Steps if you just
Okay.
keep going that way.
Huh.
And I guess I can't go any further here because there's not a.
Well, I know what I'm doing when I get home.
Not more of
Don't
these.
threaten me with a good time. The Creek in the Cave is hiring for security, part-time security, which would be awesome if I was retired. But then they're not gonna want 55-year-old me. I'm gonna be decrepit. If I start working out now,
Yeah.
by the time I'm 55,
No, you'd have a good
I'll
you
be
could have a
one of
good
those
5 to
sinewy-
10 years.
one of those sinewy old guys that just looks pissed all the
Dude,
time.
just be like Joe Rogan and do on steroids.
Or be like Joey our friend.
Yeah, be like
He's
RFK
55.
Jr. You could look like a old leather bag and
Yeah,
have abs.
Creek would look just like the Velve. There's an old dude out front
Yeah.
going, comedy,
Yeah.
free jokes. I was like, man, that'd be a dream job if I didn't have this pesky wife, 2 kids, and full-time job already.
Yeah, I know.
It's cramping. My lifestyle is cramping my style. My lifestyle choices are cramping my preferred style choices. There's a lot of cool. What job would you have if you could take whatever cool job and hang
You
out
could do anything. I'd do 2 chicks at the same time, man.
for work?
If I had $1 million, I
Tell
think I
you
could
what,
hook
man.
something like that up. Because chicks dig dudes with money. What would I
I mean,
do?
it depends if the people are cool. Because my dream is like to be at a record store or like a half-price books. But if it's assholes, then that's gonna suck.
Right.
So it really depends on if the people are cool.
I would basically have like my own place that people hang out at, and we
Oh,
make
yeah.
things. Basically, like it would be this house, but it would be like way more popular, and there would always be something going on. Maybe it would also be a venue. Maybe I would have a venue that I lived at,
Yeah, coffee and comics. That was my thing. that I
or maybe
wanted
the
to do.
kind of guy who like. If like Industrial Light and Magic, like Skywalker Ranch could be my house,
Yeah.
and then I just do shit there. If I was, it's like George Lucas, except not lame.
It'd be cool to have a ranch with like a danger park
Yeah.
where there's no rules, where you just ride around on Polarises
Yeah.
and jump off ramps. And I still want to do my jump from a roof to a trampoline to a half pipe to a pool
I think
stunt.
at that point, I think you're too old. I think that's a dream you're gonna have to give up on.
Yeah.
Because, well, just at least for me, like just the thought, just like imagining doing something like that, makes my body hurt, makes my back hurt.
It's my eyes, my brain hurt.
Yeah. Yeah, we're getting to the point where it's like, hey, dude, it's time to start giving up on some dreams.
Yeah, well, we're never too old to develop video games. What do you think about my idea for a video
That
game?
was a cool idea.
Yeah.
Cool idea for a game.
And then,
Awkward situation
VR.
simulator.
Yeah.
Okay, where am I going?
I mean, yeah, because we've been watching so much Nathan For You and The Chair Company.
yeah.
They're really good at thinking up bad moments where there's a funny way to get
How
out
did
of
you
it.
get to the? Did you get there from like Graymore or something?
I went up where you were before, above the guy with the store. Yeah, Graymore. And you go up and to the right.
Up and to the right.
Yeah. That's where I thought you were trying to go. You go out of the door of that store up above you and to the right.
All right.
And then there's an elevator. To the bench above you and to the right.
Oh, Sinners Road.
Sinners
You went
Road.
up Sinners Road.
Yes.
So I started going down Sinners
Those are
Road
fucking dogs.
and the fucking dog shit, and I was like, "Fuck this!" So I
like
went to the
fucking
blasted
dogs.
steps. That's what happened.
Well,
That's
they
why I
both
didn't
suck.
go that
They're
way.
both
I know.
awful.
Yeah.
It's all bad. But now at least you have charged attack.
Yeah.
What's the orange pussy lip thing? It's pulsating.
That the one that's flashing
Yeah.
is
Stinky Asian vagina.
that's somebody who I didn't have enough money for, or I didn't have enough of whatever I needed to do there.
I
So I
never
just
had
marked
that.
it saying, "Hey, if you ever want to."
Oh, those are markers.
Yeah, it's my
I've never
marker.
marked the map once. I never even bought that.
Like the one in the middle, that one right there on that I'm heading towards is a rosary thing where you can turn your rosaries into rosary
yeah.
things to keep them permanently or
Yeah, but
where
you
you don't-
cost 20.
Yeah, so to do 60, you have to pay 80.
Yeah, those are the Jew tricks.
Yeah.
Yeah, of
If you
course.
want me to change your money, it's going to cost you a little bit of the money that you're trying to change.
You've made my house a den of thieves, and I will turn the tables over.
Yeah. Yeah, Sinners Row was pretty miserable. That's why I stopped going. And I should have probably just gone back to Last Judge and tried to beat it.
I'm making both my kids laugh playing this game, whining like a bitch. I'm like, but I had it in fucking jeez.
Saw Ivy walk by with walking Suki a
Dude,
couple hours ago.
I hate to say this, but eventually I'm going to be out looking at hot girls walking, and see my own fucking kid.
Because all your daughter is just legs.
I'm gonna have to kill myself.
Yeah, all she is legs when she's walking by. So you're
I'm
like,
only
whoa, legs.
looking at brunettes.
Yeah, I know. You gotta stop that. You've already had your one blonde, so you need to.
I'm all blonded out.
You need to get it. You need to get back to
I mean, I am more attracted to the strange,
exotic.
the one you don't have. Yeah,
the strange. Well,
strange.
I guess it is. You do call it strange. You're taming some strange
pussies smell like a fish.
shit. These fucking things.
Smell strange. But yeah, we were coming up with funny situations for the VR game and the funniest way to get out of them.
Yeah.
And we realized that one dude, January 6th, won the whole game. Because if you are in an awkward situation with all your friends and you're breaking into the Capitol, the funniest way to end that level would be to take a shit on Nancy Pelosi's desk. That dude won the game of, it seemed like a good idea at the time, awkwardness. I mean, they were all trolling. They were wearing stuff and saying stuff and being wacky.
Yeah.
But I think that dude won. And at the time, we were like,
I don't know. I think
he's
that
an animal.
I
That's
think
like an ape throwing shit.
Well, I also think that the fucking guy who grabbed the podium and took it out, and also the fucking shaman, those guys, all those guys did a pretty good job in the simulation.
What if there's something still in there that someone left? Like they jizzed in a bottle, in a tiny bottle, and put it in the air conditioning.
Yeah. Like it's only found like in 200 years whenever they're doing like a renovation.
That guy got pardoned and went to jail and got out, and still the damage is still done.
Yeah.
He's the Riddler of January 6th. Riddle me this, bat jerk. A sperm bottle is hidden somewhere in the house of the same color as my cum. Can you riddle me that? But yeah, I was thinking if I worked as a doorman at a comedy club, I would have a really hard time not. You have to be a racist.
Yeah.
For a lot of those places, like they tried putting up signs that said like "pull your pants up" or whatever. A lot of these
Pull your
places.
damn pants up.
Or like there was ones that said no sports jerseys.
Yeah.
Or shorts, and that was obviously
Damn it.
like
I
for
die every time.
wet and stinkies.
No Timberlands.
So if you're the door guy,
I didn't do a single bench until that.
and what sucks about it is it's your job to help the place make money,
Yeah.
and everybody knows black people don't tip.
Do black people not? I guess they also don't tip at bars. They don't tip bartenders.
They don't tip white.
I mean, there's the whole thing about they don't tip like the waitress, but
No, they don't tip as much as Mr. Blonde doesn't tip in Reservoir Dogs.
Yeah.
0 at all ever. He doesn't. They don't believe in it.
Right.
I mean, the same reason I don't give to charities at work. I'm like, I'm a charity. I'm feeding children. I'm not participating in this charity stuff. There's not extra money to give. And plus, I mean, yeah, a lot of, like, my mom dropped me off and made me wait tables to, like, help kick me out of the house when I was 20. But I was raised upper middle class. Middle to middle, upper middle class. We didn't have a pool or HBO, but we did have cable. And we had 3 bathrooms. We had a big yard.
Yeah, we had
We had a house.
Let's see. We had 4 bedrooms, and we had like a mother-in-law side of the house. Like there was one bedroom that was on the other side of the house that had its own bathroom. So that's the one I moved into in high school. That was the 4th bedroom that that guests or whatever, and then finally whenever I was when I was in high school, I was like, nope, that's gonna be my bedroom. And then my brother moved into that bedroom after I moved out.
Did you get your house yet?
Get-
At Bellwood?
Oh no,
You
I
can.
don't think
you got
I've
enough
done
shards
that
right
yet.
now.
That must be an option.
You're
for
maxed out on shards. Bellhart, there's a you. I haven't done it, but it's from donating. It's at the bulletin board at Bellhart.
Okay, I did all the bulletin board stuff. So
Yes, the final thing that's there now should be is that you can donate,
okay,
and it's a bunch of shards. I never had that many shards before. Once I saw how many shards you had, I was like, ooh.
yeah. I mean,
I want that.
I've only got one upgrade because I think it starts at 400, and now I'm at 500.
But yeah, if your job is to help the establishment make money and you're the doorman and you know that there's people that don't tip, then you shouldn't let them in there.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess it doesn't affect the bottom line if they're paying for the food. They're just not going to tip your servers are not going to be happy. So if you're the hostess or the doorman at a restaurant and the servers see you with a black family waiting,
But also, there's not bouncers at comedy clubs. If you pay
there's security for hecklers and shit.
yeah, but if you pay to get in,
I'd love to do that.
I've never ever heard of a person at a comedy club saying, "Oh, you can't come in here because you're not dressed right." It's just
No.
like if you buy the tickets.
Yeah. No, comedy clubs don't have dress codes. Because then they would have to inform.
Yeah,
Comedians dress shitty already.
yeah, no comedians will be allowed. Or but maybe if you're performing, it's like the
Dave
it's
Chappelle
the
cigarette
it's the Dave or the Mitch Hedberg smoking a pipe. Who the fuck am I?
I don't think I could be responsible for that much power. For the same reason I don't believe there should be cops, I don't believe I should be a doorman at a comedy club. Because I would turn into Galadriel. I shall be a dark, all
Yeah.
shall bow.
Instead of a dark lord, you would have a queen. Did you figure out what to do with this?
Yeah, you have to go up and to the right. And break it. Break that.
Ah, I see now.
Like, yeah, because I have a kid.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I would have never figured that out. It's like the least obvious. And then you have to do some light platforming. That's what I got pissed. I was playing this in Florida, and it said you'll have to do some light platforming to get past this part, and it's not light at all. It's just fucking
Yeah.
gets worse and worse. But to get
Damn
that
it.
to get that bell down, you are now going to suffer through.
I'm gonna die.
Mini spikes.
Yeah. Why am I even trying? Is Ninja Gaiden out yet?
No, but if I was a doorman at a comedy club, I'd be like, no, sorry. We already have one wet and stinky family in here. We can't have anymore.
Yeah. Let's see here.
And then we were almost figured out what it is about having an island that's better than having a yacht if you want to do illegal stuff.
Yeah.
Because I thought a yacht would be better than an island because you don't have a flight record. You just dock up anywhere. You
Yeah.
can pull up to a secret beach, and then no one ever knows who went on the kid sex yacht or whatever it's called. Like, what is that kid from Parks and... I was born on Sex Criminal Boat. Jack from 30 Rock. Remember the dorky white guy with the
Yeah.
buck teeth?
Well, he was born in the hills of Georgia, or
He said
Appalachia.
he was born on Sex Criminal Boat.
All right. While we're waiting for this, I am going to make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich because I was going to do that after everybody left, but now we don't have our recording, so now we're just streaming. So Josh can keep talking, or you can play ball pit if you want.
I'll play Wu Chang. Adrian brought over that Forester the other night and said, would anyone like some? And you and Clay and Joey all said, yes, please.
Yeah, and
Thank
then-
you, sir.
And then we never got up and got any.
Well, again, because of autism and being a social retard, if I brought over a bottle and I asked anyone if they'd like any, and 3 of my friends said yes, I would then go into your kitchen and get 3 glasses, as you do,
Yeah.
and serve it up. Because you went to all the trouble to bring it and ask everybody, and they all said yes. So then be a nice lady. Be a nice Southern gentle lady.
Yeah.
And
Be a nice Lindsey Graham.
yeah, dude. So for an hour, I was sitting here like, fucking Adrian, go get. It's sitting there. Put the stuff in the cups and give it to the guys. Otherwise, it's an empty gesture. He made it all the way almost to the blowjob. He got on his knees. He put his hair in a ponytail. He put your cock in his hand, and then he didn't suck it. I was like, Adrian, suck it. What's wrong with you? But yeah, I don't. There's also you don't have snitches on the island, and if you have snitches on the boat, you just tell them to leave. The only danger is like if you tell the captain and everybody on your sex criminal yacht to go away for like however long it takes to have a filthy party, then what if a storm comes and you don't know what to do with a boat that's anchored in a storm? You could end up being fucked.
Be like on Wolf of Wall Street.
Yeah.
When he decides to go into that storm and then has to be rescued.
That same thing happened in that Woody Harrelson movie about deep diving. I was hoping that they would reach a Middle East peace deal, and then Trump did it, and everybody said he was great, and they put him on the cover of Time, but they put the most neck pussy ass picture. Like he hates that it shows his neck pussy all the time.
I never liked this angle.
And
Like a girl.
and they put his triumph on the fucking Time magazine with his neck pussy sticking out. The bad. Everybody knows the right angle to take a selfie from. That's common knowledge. You sig heil your hand up real high. But yeah, he ended the worst war ever in all of history. It's Jacob and what'd you say? It wasn't Jacob and Esau. It was.
It's completely ended. Isaac and Ishmael.
Yeah, Isaac and Ishmael.
They're never going to fight ever again.
Yeah, because Trump didn't get the Nobel Peace Prize. But then somebody was like, "What about the Epstein shit?" And I was like, "Well, if you end the worst war in all of history, you might be allowed to do some weird stuff." How much weird stuff are you allowed to do if you end the worst war in the history of Earth? You can have one kid. If you solve the Middle East, if you solve the biblical struggle,
You can write mine if you.
yeah. Mine triumph. We tried to use AI, Sora, to make some of our comedy skits, and it wasn't as funny as talking about it. But we also didn't tell Sora to make a funny skit. Maybe if we redo all those with slapstick, then there'll be funny stuff happening. Did you see Alec Baldwin today? Yeah, he had a car wreck with his brother Steven, and he posted about it, and there was a chirp going. He has a bad smoke detector in his house.
Really?
Yeah,
Wow.
I thought he was classy.
Black?
He's trying to get a street cred.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm cool. Look, check me out. I got that chirp. What if you could make a necklace that did it, and you just hit a button?
That's cool.
You can make it sound like it's someone else's house when you're over there. A ventriloquist button. So they remember when they got rid of the Bullets, the Washington Bullets team, and turned it into the
Were they the Bullets?
yeah, the Wizards. The Wizards were the Bullets. Right when Michael Jordan joined.
That's really funny because of, what Washington, D.C. is.
Yeah, so then how come Pittsburgh they didn't change the name of the Steelers? If they're trying to be sensitive racially. The Muggers, the Oregon Muggers. See, there's a bounty poster at the breadbasket.
Of someone there?
Yeah, someone who stole.
Oh, shit, I didn't turn the game on. Put the game on the stream.
Oh, my bad. You're bad.
Our bad.
Doesn't matter
Mine
what I'm
bad.
playing.
Mine bad. That's
Mine bad.
That's the
Whoopsies.
that's Hitler if he didn't kill himself.
Whoops, that's
Oops,
the bingo.
mine bad.
That's the mine bad. That was not a bingo.
That's the book he writes before he's in the Nuremberg trials. Oops, mine bad.
So I had to go to Costco and get pizza Saturday. We had an extra teenager. And you know my thing of where, like, if two weird things happen, I just go home and I go, fuck it, I'm not going to, because something's going to go horribly wrong. But I had racked up too many chores. So two bad things happened and I still had to continue to stay out in the world. I was on the way to Costco and I had to get 2 liters of Coke for the pizza and a bag of ice. And I went to the Circle K at the bottom of the hill on Brody there, on the corner, because that was on the way to Costco, to like cut through the back way to Costco. Yeah. Like everybody thought I was going to go to Breadbasket, but I was like, no, I'm not. I want to go to Circle K. I get into Circle K. I'm checking out with my 2 liters. I'm about to ask him for ice, and then someone comes up in the door, and the guy behind the register goes, "You can't come in here. You're not allowed." And I saw this white skinhead homeless guy. I'm like, what the hell? And they're like, you keep stealing. You're not allowed in here. And he was like, I'm just a paying customer. I got money. And they're like, doesn't matter. You stole too much stuff already before. You're not allowed in here anymore. And he was like, well, I'll just... They were like, you can't come here. Just go to 7-Eleven. And he was like, fuck 7-Eleven. And he left. And we were all like, yeah, fuck 7-Eleven. Circle K rules. But then they were telling me that guy just always steals shit every time he comes in there. And like, I was like, is he wee-hooing? Like, is he running out with it? Or is he doing the respectable thing and actually purchasing something and pocketing something else? Because you can get away with it if you buy something. If you have money, you can steal. Yeah. Like
you hunchback.
It's easier to shoplift if you purchase something because you look like a normal contributing member of society.
I don't know if anybody's like me, but if you're like me, then what you do is you go and you get the hot bar at Whole Foods, but when you weigh it, you put your finger underneath to where you save $8.
Dude, that is you've made my house a den of thieves.
Yeah. Money
changing at the temple shit. That's from Karate Kid. The guy had chosen, the bad guy, had extra weights. He was ripping people off. And Daniel-san got him caught. You dishonor me in front of my father.
Well, that's so expensive. It's like $20 a pound or something.
Yeah, well. Trump is going to bring beef prices down by getting us Argentinian cows or something. Apparently. Because that's going to be cheaper, shipping entire cows of meat from Argentina.
Well, we're already bailing them out. We're getting like $40 billion. So
I think we have to bail your ass out again like in WW2. So yeah, there's one of those bounty posters up at Breadbasket of a guy that stole there. So I asked Amelie, the Palestinian woman, who loves me even though I'm Jewish. Don't tell her Turkish family that. Every time I see her, I'm like, where's your boyfriend? And she's like, I don't have a boyfriend. And I'm like, can I be your boyfriend? She's like, no. But, yeah, she's like, no, you can never be my boyfriend. You're a disgusting Jew. My family would kill me and you. So they had this bounty poster up, and I was like, who's this guy? It was just a photo from the camera. I was like, what's going on here? And they were like, he stole. And I was like, what do I get if I bring him in? And they were like, what are you talking about? And I was like, you got a poster up. You've posted a post.
Yeah. What's the bounty?
Yeah. What do I get if how much did he steal?
Yeah.
And they said he stole $100 worth of stuff. And I was like, so I want $10 if I bring him in here. I want 10% finder's fee. You want him dead or alive? And they're like, well, if he's dead, he's not going to ever steal anything again. If he's alive, maybe he'll give us $100 back. And I was like, which would you prefer? You want his head or the rest of him? And then I was leaving. I was like, all right, I'll see y'all back with that body. And then somebody was walking in like, what the fuck is going on in here? There's a man saying he's going to kill someone, and they're all laughing. But yeah, there's another old dude that's there all the time named Bob that Kristen almost brought him over to Adrian's one night because he was being chill with her. I was like, do not... Okay, yes, actually do bring an old man over to Adrian's. Yeah. That'd be funny.
See what weird stuff happens.
Adrian needs a daddy. How do I heal? I don't have it. Please give me the thing. I'm dying.
I have so much like Xbox credit from this game, and it's all you.
Oh, good. You're welcome.
Can you take off her robe to where she's just the lingerie underneath?
No, what are you, some kind of pervert? She's perfectly classy right now. Let's see what we have here. I don't know if I have the bikini yet. Bikini!
Apparently there's a meme about a game designed for gamers and not activists.
Nice.
And somebody asked on the Out of the Loop subreddit, and of course all their posts were, it's just right-wing grifters being sexist.
My bad. Sorry for being super chill and cool.
Yeah, it's like you can't. You guys realize you're just making the right wing look cooler when you
first they came
act
for the
like a
books.
bitchy church lady.
I said nothing. Then they came for my video games, and still I said nothing. And then they ruined Marvel movies, and it's time to get the pitchforks.
What's going on with the meme? Designed her with gamers in mind and not with activists.
Oh, for that other Absalom game? Or no, for this game.
Just for it's just a meme that's been going around. I got social media.
That's good. Activists don't play video games.
Yeah.
So they're not going to buy your shit.
It's the ongoing politicization of video games. It started with Gamergate, and now it's real-world right-wing politics. The idea that gamers and activists naturally at odds with one another is an expression of the culture war, which is really just identity politics, which is inventing in-groups and out-groups, a key feature of fascism, and a distraction from the fact that right-wing politicians are hard at work, picking everyone's pockets. So if making chicks ugly in games made it to where there was fascism, then why don't you make the chicks hot to where it makes it to where there's not fascism?
You know what whiny, complainy women don't do? Purchase video games.
Yeah. How about this one?
So why do we need to worry about what they say?
Stellar Blade was a mediocre Souls-like game that originally had standard slutty main character outfits, causing them to get a bunch of incel Gamergate people on board saying, this game is going to be amazing because it rejects feminism. But then the creators decided to add slightly more fabric to the main character's bikini combat outfit, causing the incels to rage when the creators were like, sure, whatever, and removed a 1/4 inch of fabric. The incels cried out that they had won a great victory for mankind and then love bombed the game. Man, these people are mad.
Stellar Blade didn't seem to me like they made any steps to make any of the outfits look any more covered.
They did. There was that first little update where they added some more. They added some more.
That was like
fabric.
that Tifa thing, though. Tifa still has huge knocks.
Yeah,
you can't stop that. That's happening. That's history. That's American goddamn history. God damn it. Put whatever you want on there. It just made the cosplayers put on an extra cool weird bra under it.
it might be about Ghost of Yote.
Great. Tifa's tits.
It might be people. It might be a joke about like how like she was designed with activists in mind.
Yeah, well, she is an activist, right? Is it still her voice if you play it in Japanese? That's
no,
one.
I think it's a different voice.
That's why I play it in Japanese. So they say run away, and then it's not her. Because I don't support her. I'll support her agenda.
Supposedly, she had input on the actual like character and the writing and stuff like that. Though, and I'm like, man, that's why she ends up with a with a woman who was a bad guy, but it was actually a man's fault that she was a bad guy, and she's the only one out of all the people that you're chasing that
Oh yeah.
doesn't die and actually becomes good, and it was actually a man's fault. And then it ends with her and the main chick raising a baby together.
Well, and she's trying to kill the Yote Six, and one of the members of the Yote Six that is a woman ends up saying sorry, and then they're friends. Spoiler alert. So she doesn't even kill the Yote Six. They killed her parents. Because the one was like, oh, my bad.
Oh, a man made me do it. I'm actually good.
Yeah. That's less feminist. That means women can't think for themselves.
Yeah.
And only do shit because men tell them to.
Yeah.
That's like the Adam and Eve defense. It was the woman lord that tempted me with her breasts and made me eat the fruit. Are you done? You want to play Hollow Knight? I'm just running in circles.
Hang on, let me put this up.
I'm not going to try to beat that fucking centipede over and over again right now. Doghouse. You are in the doghouse. Do not take me to the doghouse. You are a Chinese dog. So Aziz Ansari is pushing his new movie, The Good Place, whatever. It's him and Keanu Reeves, and apparently it took Aziz Ansari to finally unlock Keanu Reeves' comedic charm, which I don't know why these people never watched Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure or Bogus Journey, but Keanu Reeves did comedy a long time ago fine, actually. Thank you very much. He made the most perfect movie in existence. Ah, damn, I got dieted. And then Aziz defended his decision to perform at the Riyadh Comedy Festival because he's Aziz Ansari.
I guess no, need my money.
Yeah, I mean, I think I figured it out. The reason that they don't mention, they go, oh, it's going to bring people together, but they don't mention that there's no such thing as a non-state sponsored event in Saudi Arabia is because they're not allowed to mention that. So instead they leaned hard into it's bringing people together, but they couldn't use the most valid excuse of all. If we want to perform there at all, it has to be a state sponsored event because they don't have, there's no independent Coachella Riyadh, which those are the ones here aren't independent either. That thing that I went and saw Chiaki at, they were bitching about South by being sponsored by Raytheon. And everybody fucking went to South by and loved all those bands. So make up your mind, Hamong.
All right.
I was telling you guys that the other day about women's intuition being the most useless superpower of all time. How women can like feel things. And they're like, the thing that triggered me about that was I read something about some woman being leered at in public, and she was like, I could feel his eyes on me. And I was like, what? Cool.
Yeah.
You could feel someone's eyes on you? That's magic.
It's like X-Men shit.
But if I had that power, if I had intuition, if I could tell what people were thinking and looking at, I would never tell anyone. Because that's what makes it useful, is that you know something people don't know, that you know. So the only thing that would make that power useful is to not say anything ever to anybody about it. But they brag about it all the time. So that not only is it a dumb superpower, but they ruined it by saying it. I could feel the energies. That's the other thing. They have like Mother Earth Gaia energies. Oh, dang. You don't have it yet. Maybe you have to... Wait. There's some other dumb Dark Souls thing you have to do first. Oh, remember I was telling you a long time ago that we got in an argument about circumcising the boy,
Mm-hmm.
and I was like, we should do it because he should be like his father. And then my wife was like, when are you guys going to be sitting around comparing dicks? And I was like, oh, you're right. I'm not worried. And then plus, I didn't want to pay the $2,000 for the circumcision.
Yeah.
And then my mom got mad, and I was like, I'm actually honoring your Jewish heritage by not wasting $2,000 on this thing
Right.
that we have modern, you know.
Yeah, it's not very Jewish to spend $2,000 on getting your kid circumcised.
You had to get circumcised before there was Purell. Now you can be not circumcised and just jack off with Purell, and you'll be okay. I think. I don't know. I have a foreskin. It was ripped away from me. But then I was thinking, so she was like, when are you guys going to sit around and compare dicks? I was like, never. And she was like, did you ever sit around and compare dicks with your dad? And I was like, well, when he taught me to take a shower, I was standing right in front of his dick. And she was like, he what now?
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, when my dad taught me how to take a shower. And she was like, there's no reason for a father to ever need to teach his son how to take a shower. You can go through your whole life without ever doing that. That doesn't. Did your dad teach you how to take a shower?
Well, I mean, our mom gave us baths when we were like,
Well, yeah, when you're a baby,
3,
somebody has
4.
to bathe you.
I mean, it probably told us, okay, here's how you wash. You got to make sure you get at your butthole and all that stuff.
But both of my kids learned how to take a shower without anyone standing in the shower.
How
with
old
them.
were you? I mean, you had to have been
I remember
like
it.
5,
Yeah,
4 or 5.
I remember because there was a dick in my face. And I was like, "That's a big dick," and I have a little dick.
Yeah.
That was when I compared the dicks with my dad, and we were both circumcised. But that's one of those weird things that happens when you're little that you think is normal, and then you tell someone later, and they're like, "No." I was like, "Yeah, of course I compared dicks with my dad in the shower." She's like, "Why were you in the shower with your dad?" I was like, "Because he had to teach me how to take a shower." And she was like, "No, he didn't."
That's like that episode of Friends where Joey says, "No, the tailor he measures up one seam and then he moves your junk over and then he like what?"
Move the penis.
And then what's his name? Chandler goes, "Yeah, that's exactly how tailors work in prison."
Could they be any more perverted? Yeah, so I wonder how many other weird things happened to me when I was little that I thought were perfectly normal. Besides,
You know, every time I've heard somebody say that something like that, or any experience, I'm like, nope, I never had anything like that. Never had anything.
yeah, well, I didn't think I had anything like that either until I tell people and they go, "That's not normal."
There's nothing that I've thought of that or
Yeah.
told people that they're like, you don't do that. No weird adult kid stuff. No.
Well, you got spanked.
Yeah.
Did you have to go to your room and think about it first?
I don't. Well, there might be one of those like you had to go to your room and wait for your dad to come. But we did the thing where we like stuffed pillows in our.
Yeah, we did that. So then we had to get naked because we cheated.
Yeah.
And then when my sister was 12, she was like, "I'm not taking my panties off for daddy anymore." And I was like, "Whoa, can I say that? Can I not get spanked anymore?" And then they just started taking shit away. So we just skipped that whole thing and we just take shit away from our kids the whole time.
The best thing was whenever they would try to ground me, but I was in high school and I had my own car, and I'd just be like, "No," and I just leave, and I would drive my car. I would just ignore it.
I have a job. How much money do you want to chill out?
Yeah.
I had that with a girlfriend one time. We had just started dating like a couple months before, and she got mad, and I was like, "Call me when you're not mad about this anymore."
Yeah. Yeah.
And she was like, "What?" And I was like,
Yeah.
"Bye."
It's a great move. That's what I did on old Slam Piece. Whenever she would
doing this.
because she was like bipolar or whatever,
Yeah.
and she would like start freaking out, and I'd be like, "Can you just call me when this is over?"
Yeah, I'll talk to you
Yeah.
after this part.
Yeah.
I'm going to skip this part by not participating. You can be mad as long as you like, and
Yeah.
I will. That's like the Mitch Fatel bit where this girl was like, He goes, I went on a first date with a girl, and she said, I don't have sex with a guy until I've dated him for 6 months. And he was like, and I was like, okay, so do I just email you or?
Yeah. Do I just call you? Do you want to call me in 6 months, or? Because I mean, this counts, right? We're on a date now,
Yeah,
and then we wait 6 months, and then
holla back, girl.
yeah.
He also had the best. This girl called and said, I think I'm pregnant. And I told her, the number you have reached has been disconnected. But yeah, I sent you that screenshot of Karate Kid where he says, beat it, slope, or you're next.
Right.
They say that a lot. Especially in Karate Kid 3. I've been watching it with my
They
kid.
call him a slope.
Yeah. I mean, they're the
no.
bad guys, so
Damn it.
you're supposed to be like, oh, they're bad, so they're being racist.
Yeah.
But it's really funny hearing that now.
Yeah.
Because you don't hear that anymore.
You don't hear.
That's
yeah.
an oldie but goodie.
Yeah.
Can you
There
jump,
was a,
float, hit that heel, and then strike down?
I can probably do this. There we go.
Nice. I didn't know you had
And it gave me enough to. Hang on a minute. You keep talking or whatever.
Okay.
Answer this. Hello. I was just playing game with Josh.
So yeah, in Karate Kid 2, at the end, when he makes Kreese punch his own car window and get the bloody knuckles after the big tournament, Miyagi walks up and tries to get Kreese to stop beating up Johnny. And Kreese is like, beat it, slope, or you're next. And then they show it, that part again at the very beginning of part 2. And then they go to Okinawa, and then they come back. And then in part 3, Kreese gets his old Vietnam buddy, and they just drop the S slur the whole time, over and over again. I wanted to know what that's from. It must be from World War II. Slope, slur, origin. Is it in reference to slopey eyeballs? Slant, slant-eyed, and slope are highly offensive slurs. Having eyes with epicanthic folds or having eyes that appear to slant. Extremely disparaging and offensive. Being from East Asia, especially a Chinese or Japanese person. Sensitive note. This is from dictionary.com. Slant, slant-eye, slant-eyed, and slope are highly offensive slurs that derive from a description of Asian eyes that appear to slant, or slope, or fold. Appear to slant because of epicanthic folds. The adjective slant eyes was first used in the 1860s. The noun slant-eyed dates from the 1920s and was shortened to slant at the beginning of World War II. The term slope first appeared in the late 1940s during the Vietnam War. Okay, so that's why Kreese and Ponytail Guy say it, because they were in Vietnam. A Sacramento school district employee has come under fire after a video during a Zoom class showed her making a slant-eyed gesture that is disparaging to Asians. Okay. Well, my kids had never heard it, so that was their first hearing of that word. So now we have to watch Breakfast at Tiffany's with them so they can learn about Hari Go Right Ray. We're supposed to have Bryant here and talk about liquor. Oh, okay, here's a funny thing. Today, my buddy at work was asked, do you know something? And it was an HR thing, and he said, no, I don't know. Here's a link where you can find the answer. And the girl that asked him said, so you don't know. This is all in a public chat. And then she was like, I guess I'll look it up. So basically they got in a narcissistic tete-a-tete because her asking him if he knew was basically her asking him to look it up, but that was not his job. So he responded by telling her to look it up, which is like my argument about cell phones. When someone asks you to look something up on your cell phone and you just go, I'm trying to cut down on my screen time. So it got increasingly snarky, and we went through a whole thing about it, because I don't think people should get their ass out in public like that on chat at work and be rude like that with each other. But what do I know? I'm just an old professional that knows how to be professional in an office from the 90s. Things are different now. Nobody has to be professional. The Zoomers don't have to be professional. People are in there talking about their mental health and their rickets and shingles and all kind of stuff. Nobody cares about being a professional in an office. And I guess that's not important anymore. There's a new Final Fantasy Dissidia coming for mobile. And it's got weird modern outfits for everyone. Dissidia Duellum, Square Enix. Yeah, they're all okay. They're all cell shaded. This looks like it's like it's trying to be that Stellar Blade Company game. You have different people and you can do different cool stuff. I don't know. If it's free, I'll fuck with it. Why not? But it seems like a modernization, bastardization. So when I was little, my father used to fart really bad in the car. And, but he's an angry driver. And an angry farter. So he would drive angry all the time because it took all four of us too long to get ready everywhere. So we're always late. And then he would get probably nervous or mad and start farting. And in my family, he's famous for having like the worst sulfuric, like hell farts. Like you can smell the hatred from inside coming out. It's like a demon. It's insane. It shocks people. Like people try not to say anything, but you can just watch their faces. It's really funny. But we were all used to it. Everybody knows their own dad's brand of farts. So we'd always have her in a little Volkswagen. He'd be driving. He'd be pissed. He'd start farting. And then if you crack a window, he'd yell, "We're running the air conditioner. So it's wasting gas if you roll the window down." So he'd just sit in the fart on the way to church. And we all show up to church smelling like a fucking fart with our best church clothes. No one ever said anything because he was already mad. So, every once in a while my mom would go, "Oh," and roll the window down. But nobody was like allowed to say anything because he was the patriarch. If he wanted the car to stink, then it was time for the car to stink for everybody. And we're all going to just sit in it together. But eventually, my sister, when she was 17, started dating this older guy who was in his 20s. And, yeah, they got married when she was 18. And he was 26, but they got married as soon as she was 18. So that guy was 25, and he dated a 17-year-old for a long time, and the police didn't come or anything. It was, it was the 90s. So the church was freaked out. Everybody at the church was like, "Oh," but he was all right. He was all right, dude. I think he had a bad fiance before that, so he was looking for somebody like simple and not like crazy, complicated psycho. Someone young enough not to have gone nuts yet, maybe. I don't know. So he ended up riding, all my sister's boyfriends ended up riding in the car with us eventually on family outings. If she's seeing a guy long enough, he's going to end up going to Harper's Ferry with us or something. So we're going to Harper's Ferry with this guy. And my dad was driving, and he was angry. And usually I had to sit between my sister and her boyfriends in the back seat to separate them. But this time, because he was 25 and he was an adult, he was like, I'd like to sit in the middle. I'd like to sit next to my fiance here. And I said, all right. And I scooted over to the window. And he sat in the middle next to his bride-to-be in the back seat while we all drove together to Harpers Ferry, Maryland. Well, that didn't make my father very happy. So he started doing his thing. He started busting. And the windows were up. And it was a little rainy. So it was bad. But usually, you know, I'd seen this before with another ones of my sister's boyfriends in the car. When I had girls in the car, I'd tell my dad, can you please not do that? Or can we have the windows down? You're going to ruin my chances of ever anything happening with this girl if she finds out our horrible family secret before, you know, at least I have a chance to put a ring on it or something. So this guy's in the back seat. He's in the middle. So he's like leaning forward and talking to my parents and also talking to me and my sister in the back seat. He's an adult. He's being an adult. My dad starts busting. He's got the windows up. He's got the air conditioning going. The vents are pointing right into the back. And this guy goes, are we near a toxic waste dump? And I went, and my wife goes, oh. And my mom goes, oh. And I was like, oh, she smelled it. And then he gets more angry. So he starts farting more. And then this guy, my sister's fiance, he was a really funny guy. He could quote every Simpsons. And he was like, oh my God, this is one of the worst smells I've ever smelled in my entire life. This is a medical issue. I've never smelled anything as bad as this ever. And I started cracking up. And my sister started cracking up. And my mom started cracking up. And he was the first guy to ever break the ice about the farts in the car. So I thought he was a cool guy forever for that. And I got to tell his children that story when I was in Orlando last week. There's a new Frank Miller Batman comic coming out. Batman Wolverine. Batman Deadpool. And it looks cool, and I was trying to get it, but I couldn't find it. And I think that's it for the stream. Bye-bye.